Tonight's live stream telecast is being produced by Johnny Nomad Media and Daytona Beach Live Stream Solutions. Put your hands together for Wilson Kowaleski.
All right, great job, guys. How we doing? Hey, before we get started, round of applause for everybody, please. Come on, everybody that put it together, a little louder for the people behind the scenes, for you. That's right. And real quick, my other half, Patty Serenata. She did great. Thank you. Love you. Now, before we get started, a quick question. How many of you guys have been in a situation or outcome that you are not happy with? Everybody? Yeah? All right, one more time real quick. How many of you guys have been in a situation or outcome that you have not been happy with? Yeah, the whole room. Okay, cool. I'm ready to go. Let's do it. My name is Wilson Kowaleski, and I'm here to share some points of perspective with you that I hope hit home, that I also hope that you can take home, share, implement, to change the things that you are not happy with. Now, that being said, let's identify what life is, and I think we can all agree that life is an accumulation of situations and decisions made over time. From the day that we're born to the day that we die, we go from situation to situation to situation to situation. And it is the I, the you, the me in each situation that makes these decisions, creates an outcome, ultimately over time. It's your life. You're welcome. All right, so now these numbers, I want you to take note of these numbers, go home later on, subtract how old you are, and subtract that number from that number, and that's how much time you have left to figure all this stuff out. Statistically. Now, the next 5 words that are going to pop up behind me, boom. 5 most important words that you're ever going to see or hear. Influence, thought, emotion, action, outcome. Everybody together. Influence, thought, emotion, action, outcome. Influence creates thoughts, thoughts create emotion, emotion create action, your decisions, that creates an outcome, and that outcome is your situation. Life. Now, let's take it one step further, put it into context. When we're born, we don't know anything, and our parents are Gator fans. Where are my Gator fans at? Woo! So we do everything Gator fans are supposed to do. We go to the games, I got a Gator jersey, I go to Publix, I see someone else wearing a Gator jersey, I'm like, woo, what's up? Influence, thought, emotion, action, outcome, Gator chomp. Now, same scenario, different jersey. Person's wearing a Seminoles jersey. All right, where are my Seminole fans? Different thought, different emotion, different action, different outcome. So that's just an example. So I want you to go back right now to the question I asked you. Is like, think of that outcome or situation you're not happy with. And the point is, like, let's be conscious about it and then use these 5 powerful words and reverse engineer it. Start thinking about the outcome. Be conscious of it. What was the action that brought me to that? Then what was the emotion that caused or drove that action? What was the thought that influenced that emotion? And then what was your influence? So my challenge to you is take that home, take these 5 words, and contact me because I want to know. I want to know how it changed your life or that situation. Now, what else? I guess that's it. 11, we got a little more time. Conscious, now the other point for that is like, just be conscious about it because it's like a muscle. If you don't work it out or whatever you do, it takes time. You go through a situation, there's so many things going on. Take time to ask yourself that, what's wrong with my situation? What do I like? And then really use these 5 words to reverse engineer it. Now, the next couple of slides, I want to show a macro level example in terms of influence, thought, emotion, action, and outcome. And understand that these 5 words are so powerful that they can create an outcome for a society. In this case, unfortunately, very negative. But identify it. Understand it. And if that's true, if this stuff is true, then we can actually do it and reverse engineer it and then actually get a better outcome for our world, our people, our life, our human race, our species. Now, education is my next point, and I think it's very important because education is influence. Influence. It's the basis, right? It's the basis. So my first point is being open to receiving this, to using it, educating yourselves on the consciousness of how do I feel? What do I got to do? Let me reverse engineer it. Second point is, after you start understanding and implement it, share it with the younger generation. Think about your kids, or think about us when we were kids. who taught us this? School? Maybe. But you know what school is? When our kids go to school, school is a parallel to what society deems to be true. School is a parallel to what society accepts. Think about all the problems that are going on in society. They're going on in school. Think about that. Which brings me to my third point on education, influence. And that is, if education or influence isn't a major talking point or topic that we actually put action behind in the world organization, in the world leaders, presidential election, or even our local government, then the question is, what are we actually doing to change the world? Now, these 5 words that popped up behind me that are offset are going to be the second most important words that you're ever going to hear or listen to. And that's, nothing changes until you do. Thank you very much.